The Portuguese, they lost Fortjesus. They didn't trust the Portuguese water. They thought Portuguese, they put poison. You don't like this one, you can have like 150,000 shilling. That's like $1,000.
Yeah, about $1,000 US.
Yeah, US.
So today, I've taken a break from my work and I'm taking a walk at Fortjesus. This is a UNESCO heritage site. And this is a place with a history of more than 430 years. And to take us round will be Mr. Humphrey Ndungu.
Welcome. If you look from the aerial view. Now, this is the entrance where we entered. But the head of Jesus is facing the sea. That's why Portuguese, they used to protect the sea. They used to know the enemies that come from the sea. That's why we're going to see the head of Jesus. So the Portuguese, they used to defend the sea channel, but it's an Indian Ocean channel. But the main ocean is the other side.
Okay.
The main ocean. So what the Oman Arabs, they came to conquer this fort from the Portuguese. The Portuguese, they lost Fortjesus because the Oman Arab, they came, they attacked the fort from the back of the fort.
And they were defending the front.
And they were defending the sea.
Oh, okay.
The sea. So the Oman Arabs, they came and they put Portuguese under siege for 2 years and 9 months. Very long. So Portuguese, the problem it is, there were not enough food in the fort. So the Portuguese, they starved to death inside the fort because of hunger. Oh. So they starved them. That's why the Arab, they won Portuguese the year 1698.
Yeah. Okay. That is sad.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is which wing of the fort is this?
This is the left arm.
This is the left arm.
Yeah, but
like this?
Yeah, because it's lying like this.
Okay.
So we are going to see the part of the head.
Okay.
Yeah, that is called gun platform, the main protection of the Portuguese. Okay, at this point where we are standing, that is called gun platform. It's the head of Jesus. We came from the left arm of Jesus. Now we are at the head of Jesus. That is called gun platform. And it was the main protection of the Portuguese. That's why it was a 4-strong cannon, which was given nickname Smash. If the enemy will come, they'll smash them. So for now, we can't access the gun platform because Fortjesus is under renovated by UNESCO. So next time when you come, you can just walk through the gun platform and you can enter to the watchtower because every corner of the fort there is the watchtower where the Portuguese soldiers, they used to look the enemies. The British, when they came, 1895, they removed Portuguese cannon. I hope you saw the first cannon we saw there, the long one. It was a Portuguese. So when the British, they came 1895, they removed Portuguese cannon. Now those are the British cannon. British cannon are short, but the Portuguese cannons are longer.
Okay.
Yeah. So those are the British cannon.
I'm now seated at the special Portuguese captain's balcony, and this is on Mombasa Island, Fortjesus. To my left is the main entrance, and this is the Kilindini Harbour. On my right, we have the old Mombasa port, and behind me is the channel, not the main ocean.
So it was special Portuguese captain's balcony. The Portuguese captain comes to watch from here to look if there's any ship coming because that's the main ocean that we call it the main entrance. So that's why I told you the Oman Arabs, they came from the main sea and then they attacked the fort from the back. They didn't come with the sea channel. So that's the main entrance. And Mombasa is the main entrance for the East and Central Africa. That's why you have the new port. The new port is the other side, which is called Kilindini Harbour. But the natural port is in the old town, which is called Mombasa Old Port. Yeah. So these are the British cannons. Like the way I told you, the British cannons are shorter and the Portuguese cannons are longer. Behind us, you can see the Portuguese cannon, the long one. And now at this part, we are at the body. We came from the head and the arms. Now we are at the body. And then we are going to the part of the feet, the way we saw to the plan. So this is used by the Portuguese as for their parade. At the other side, you can see the Portuguese cannons, long one. So they are different, like the way we talked before. Portuguese cannons are longer and older than the British one because Portuguese cannons are 15th century and the British cannon it's 18th century. And this part now we are at the border of the fort, the body of the fort, the way to the plan, and then we are heading. Other side you can see there is the Portuguese chapel which was demolished by the Omanis. You can see that foundation. It was a Portuguese chapel. It was demolished. The entrance of the chapel it's here, and the altar it was at the end. But this chapel also it was very important during the Portuguese. The Portuguese they used to harvest the rainwater from the roof of the chapel. So at this part now we are standing to the inside the Portuguese chapel. We enter from the entrance there, and this it was the part of the altar of the chapel. But this chapel during the Portuguese it was very important. You have to remember the Catholic churches the roof is very tall. So the Portuguese because this chapel it was very important. They used to harvest the rainwater to their system. We are going to see their system. It's a wide system and it's 17 meters down. So Portuguese, they used to harvest the rainwater. So Portuguese, they didn't suffer because of water. They have a lot of rainwater. And then after that, the Arabs, when they conquered this Fortjesus, 1698, they didn't trust the Portuguese water. They thought Portuguese, they put poison. So they didn't trust the Portuguese water. And then after they dug their well behind of the Portuguese system, you see it. For the Arab, it's 23 meters, 76 feet, although the water became salty because of the ocean. So Portuguese, the water is fresh because it was a rainwater. Portuguese cistern, the way I told you before, the Portuguese, they used to harvest the rainwater from the roof of the chapel to their cistern. And the cistern, if you look, you can see the small door here. This small door, if you look inside, the tank is very, very wide and it's 17 meters down. And also, if you like, you can hear the echo.
Oh, it's a big tank.
It's a very big tank. So Portuguese, they didn't suffer because of water. They have a lot of rainwater. They suffer because of food. But the Arabs, they scared to use the Portuguese water. And they thought Portuguese, they put poison. And then we are going to see the Portuguese well.
Okay.
Yeah, for the Arab, it's a well.
So we are going to see the Arab well now.
Yeah, standing at the Omani well. Like the way before I told you, they scared to use the Portuguese water when they thought they put poison. So they dug their well. The year 1698. But their well, it's 17 meters, 76 feet, 23 meters. So it's connected by the ocean. So the water became salty because of the ocean. But now all still functioning. But for now, this Oman well, the water it's fitting for washing and cleaning. So when the Arab they conquered the fort, the year 1698. Yeah.
So what you're telling me, this one is deeper. The Omani well is deeper than the Portuguese system.
Yeah.
And because it's very deep, it became salty.
It became salty.
So this one is now is it used today?
Yeah, it's functioning like the washrooms here. They use this water, and some people also when they don't have water, they can come and fetch the water for washing and cleaning.
And is the Portuguese system functioning?
Yeah, it's functional. It's also still functioning, but now it's collecting the rainwater from the roof of the system. There's some small holes, so when it's raining, the water goes inside the system.
And is it used?
Yeah, it's used.
For what?
Also to the washrooms, everywhere. People they use it when they pump it.
Okay.
Yeah, the museum there's the pipes inside. This one and that one.
Okay.
And also it's good. Like you can just go up here and you can see how it is. It's very.
So this is the top of the Omani well, and the water is still in use today. It is very deep. My camera cannot see very far, but it's still in use. So this is the Portuguese sitting toilet. Let's hear more from Mr. Humphrey about this toilet.
So the Portuguese they made that toilet to the part of the feet of the fort, the way we came, and this is the part of the right feet. The part of the right feet. So they made their sitting toilet around the wall. So that's out the Fortjesus. So you can see the high level toilet, it was started a long time ago. So there's some more, but most of them is they are broken.
So how many of these toilets do we have?
They're about 4 sitting toilet.
Okay.
Yeah. So the toilet always the part of the wall because outside the Fortjesus. So at that time it used to be the jungle. Yeah. So and it's like a septic tank because it's very very big, but it's down. The wall is high.
Okay.
But when you are outside Fortjesus, you can see the wall is very tall.
So you mean to tell me whatever they would remove from their bodies would fall outside the
Outside the fort.
fort?
Yeah.
Okay. So if you're liking this video, please give the video a like, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe to the channel.
So at this part, we are the part of the Portuguese graveyard, and 1990, very recently, that's why the skeleton it was found here. But because of respect to the death, the museum they look it's not good to show the real body because the death must be respect. So the one you see here is the fake one. The real one is under the original. But the way you see this fake how it is the way the real one look like. It was confirmed he was the Portuguese because he was buried Christian burial. As you can see, the face is facing west, hand folded together, and it joined together is a formula of Christian burial. Because the really Christian burial, the face is facing west in the sunset, assuming the face sunrise.
And about how old is this skeleton?
This skeleton, after it was found in 1990, it means this was there's some more Portuguese bodies down here before, also before the Arab camp, because first of all, this it was the hospital, it was a Portuguese hospital. See, so this is means there's some more body down here. Like before, the way I told you, first it was a Portuguese hospital, but after the Arab they conquered the fort, it became the Omani house, and as you can see, up now it's maintained Omani house. As you can see, also the original Omani doors. So now it's still the culture of the Omani. So this is called Omani door. Omani doors, if you go to Zanzibar, along the coast of Kenya, up to Lamu, you can find kind of this door. And this door is very, very old door. After the Arab, they won Portuguese. The Sultan of Zanzibar, he gave the Arab this door as a present, meaning it was a victory. So it was a clear victory for the Omani Arabs.
So how old is this door? Or about
From,
how old?
from 1698, about 300 years.
Oh, that's a long time.
Very long time. And these doors, up now in the old town, they're still making kind of these doors, but it's a very, very expensive door because it's a handmade, no machine.
So about how much is this in Kenya shillings
Okay,
today?
Today, the door like this one, you can have a like 150,000 shilling. That's like $1,000.
Yeah, about $1,000 US
Yeah,
dollars.
US dollar.
Okay.
And also, if you see, most of the bank also they put kind of these doors because it's very strong. Before they were using also the teak wood, and also they can use mahogany to make these doors.
Okay.
So it's very common in the coast. Some people they call Zanzibar door, some people they call Lamu doors. Because in Lamu, people from Lamu, they still making kind of these doors up to now. Also in the old town, they're still making.
Thank you.
So this is the replica of the Omani dhow. The one the Arab they were using before. And most of the dhow they were using the sailing. So as you can see, the way you see this building is called Omani House. So inside the Omani House, all the tradition of the Omanis, how they dress, the pictures of the sultans inside the Omani House, you can see everything, their tradition.
Okay.
No, that's what I'm trying to see this done quickly.
So the last Sultan of Oman, his name was called Sultan Gabus of Oman before he died, 2017. And because he didn't have children, now he's the current Sultan of Oman.
So,
He's the current one.
so you're telling me that the Oman Sultan is still alive? We still
Yeah.
have one who is alive.
Yeah, you know, in Oman, Oman country is ruled by the Sultan from long, long time ago. And because they still maintain this building, because of their history. As you can see, also they keep the Sultan's photos. Like all those are the past Sultan, but this is the current one.
So this is the current Sultan. What is his name?
The current Sultan, I suggest, is Sultan Hetman bin Tariq.
Tariq.
Yeah, and he was the last Sultan Gabus.
Who died? When did
Yeah, very recently.
2017.
Yeah, 2017. That's why he was funded renovation of this building.
So these are the past sultans of Oman.
Of Oman.
And
So
just
it's a one family.
okay.
They inherit until now. That's why we saw the current one, and that's Zanzibar because Zanzibar. After the Arab, they won Portuguese. Zanzibar and Mombasa, it was one. It was ruled by the Sultan. So that's the Sultan Palace in Zanzibar. So
Is it still there today?
the palace?
Yes.
No, it's just like it's historical.
Okay. So if you're liking this video, please give the video a like, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe to the channel.
The right feet, the left feet is the other side, but the right feet you can see something which is called watchtower, because the Arabs they make their watchtower behind the Fortjesus because they know how they attack the fort. So that's the Omani soldier inside the watchtower. Yeah, so they protect the back because they remember how they attack the back. And this is the smallest Omani cannon. Because now we are in the Omani house. Everything here is about Omani, not Portuguese. So now this is the right map of the plan of the Fort Jesus, the way it was taken photo from the aerial view. The way this plan it is the way the fort looks like. So the part of the head, there is facing the ocean, and we enter to the right arm, but now at the left arm, this is the body and the feet at the back. And that's why I told you the main protection of the Portuguese was to the part of the gun platform. That's why the gun is facing the ocean because the ocean is here. So that's why it's like a cross. The head, the two arms, the body, the feet.
Okay. Thank you. So, Mr. Ndungu, we are very grateful that you've taken us round. Please tell us your full name, what you do, and your telephone or email or social media details. Maybe you can tell everybody.
My full name is Humphrey Ndungu, and I work as a tour guide. My professional, more than 16 years ago, and I have my website, Humphrey Tours, and also I work on TripAdvisor. Click on TripAdvisor, you can see Humphrey Ndungu Tours. So anytime you are welcome to the Fort Jesus. I have my telephone number, WhatsApp number, +254 728 566 155.
Just say it again.
+254 728 566 155. You can find me on WhatsApp, and in my Instagram you can find Humphrey.Ndungu.
Share this with the viewers.
Yeah, you can share. In case most people, because people they like to know about the Fort Jesus. So when you share, it's very very important. So people they can know when they came to Fort Jesus, we can meet Humphrey, and I'll appreciate.
And apart from Fort Jesus, which other places can you guide people?
Okay, we have different kind of tours. We do tours to Hala Park. Mostly we say city tour, Fort Jesus, Old Town, Spice Market, Elephant Tusks, Hala Park, Akamba Handcraft, Gede Ruins. Also we have a Goon Sanctuary. So we have some different parts that visitors.
What
Also
about Marine Park?
Yeah, also Marine Park. Yeah, it depends on the visitors they like. Any execution they like to see, we do it for them.
Okay.
Yes, no problem.
Thank you for hanging out with me at Fort Jesus in Mombasa, Kenya. Please continue watching this channel. I'll be bringing you more adventure from the coastal part of Kenya. See you in the next video.